to our lesson number 6. Our topic will be the 13 tribes, the 7 ancient kingdoms, and the Golden Age. Besides the 12 tribes of dimensionals, also known as the tribes of Israel, for being the most known in the current days, through books like the Bible, we also have the 13th tribe. It is known as the tribe of the Amazon women that are high priestesses and also the high priests. And there's a great connection with the Christic consciousness due to the type of tasks that they came to execute on earth. This tribe is also directly connected to the 144,000. We can observe that the 12 tribes of Israel, which number multiplied by 12 apostles of Christ, and again multiplied by 1,000, the symbol of the infinite, is equal to 144,000. And according to religious interpretations, this is the number of the people elected by God. It is known that the books that contain the Bible were selected, and many texts were altered and others created according to the interest of the leaderships from the time. But with all the alterations, the essence of the information have not been lost by complete, which is the case of the evidence in many parables or passages from the Bible, where we can observe the existence and supremacy, let's say, of the 13th tribe of Israel. At the same time, elements like the priestess that are mostly the Amazon women and even the number 144,000 were distorted from the true essence. And so we have the information that 100,000 high priestesses or goddesses and 44,000 high priests or gods came to the earth, and that is connected to the revelation of the presence of the divinities and of the transition for a new cycle. The earth has many cosmic movements, and one of them makes it transit in a magnetic cosmic grid, like if they were waves. So there exists then a movement of ascension and one that descends of this wave, and that take approximately 5,125 years. And there's also a moment of transition between those two waves that we can consider a neutral wave. This wave is where the transitions occur, and they generally last around 9 years. That is the most intense period, we can say. And also, they occur after 100 or 200 years. So this is the initial period of this transition. When we are in the wave that goes up, the earth vibrates in a period of ignorance, of lack of information, and a small access to technology, a lot of oppression, conflicts, colonization, slavery, wars, and injustice, which we can call the Dark Age. When we are in the wave that goes down, the earth vibrates in a period of a more fair economy, of the truth, of transparency, of the purity, prosperity, nobility, dignity, advanced technologies, interaction with divine beings, and the kingdoms that distribute the riches and they share the knowledge with the population. Those kingdoms are related to this group of individuals that have this frequency, let's say, and that go to a very intense training, because they are the people that need to rescue their abilities and their cosmic memory, and they can enter into a certain crisis of identity, because there's also a process of adaptation to the comprehension of the distortion of the reality that has existed during thousands of years, and those paradigms will need to be broken so that there will be a form of freedom from the mental and economical imprisonment implanted by the system of tyranny from the Dark Age, since that system will go into collapse. That is, the 144,000, or at least 1,440, are not only people that were chosen, but in fact, they are people that have chosen themselves for this type of task, and they are directly related to this action and with this movement of transition between the Dark Age and the Age of Light, or the Golden Age. Those people have been present here also in other transitions that have occurred in the past, in the form of humans or even in the form of divinities. We would organize those kingdoms mentioned that are 7. We're still researching about those kingdoms. We know that there exists the kingdom of the mountain, the kingdom of the happiness, the kingdom of the crystals, and we have strong indications that there existed many kings and queens, not only one couple for each kingdom, because they were in fact orientators, professors, and there would also exist the ones that could generate a multi-vibrational frequency not only of kings but of wizards, prophets, alchemists, and generally they were called the jokers. This type of knowledge was also very distorted through the time, and there are also strong indications that those kingdoms are already beginning to form again, and that they will be able to gather also in a form of group of kingdoms, that is, an empire. So in this case, we can also have the frequency of an emperor. That will be the person that will be able to gather all those kingdoms, awakening the people and collaborating for the rescue of their cosmic memories, together with other orientators and jokers around the world. And there's also great possibilities from the divinities to present themselves to humanity again through those people, that is, through those leaders. Now let's go to our exercise. We will learn how to decalcify the pineal gland. There are many ways to decalcify our pineal gland. And so our pineal gland is the gland that connects us as an antenna to our higher self, or to the electromagnetic field of the earth, thus to the universe, and enables us to manipulate the universal laws, to activate our paranormal abilities and interact with other realities. A very simple way to decalcify our pineal gland would be to consume lemon and raw onion together with honey in the same 24 hours. That is, you don't need to consume them together, but in the same day. Another way would be to observe the sunrise or the sunset for 9 minutes, because that's when the sun rays don't affect our sight. There's also a way to decalcify our pineal gland through the use of some special artifacts. But the best way to decalcify 100% will be with the usage of a new scalated monument in the proper point of the earth, where most of the concentration of the electromagnetism from the sun will exist. And it's very important to also observe not to ingest products that can calcify our pineal gland, like sodas, fluoride, and industrialized food. That's it for now, and I see you in our next class.